certainly is.
It is. We've got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about making a classic old-fashioned. It's a cocktail we all know and love, especially if you drink bourbon. But we're making it with something different today.
Without the bourbon. Yeah, can you imagine what the secret ingredient could be inside of our old-fashioned today? It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you like beer cheese, we're also talking about that. You will be able to check out Hall's Beer Cheese. We're going to taste some of their popular spreads.
Yes, we are. Love beer cheese.
Yeah.
I didn't really eat it that much until I moved here. Now it's like, it's sacred here in Kentucky.
Do you like the spread more, or are you like the warm beer cheese where it's a liquid, you dip stuff into it? Like, which one do you like the most?
You know, I don't discriminate, but probably if I had to, I like it hot, like on fries, like beer cheese, like on fries.
I got you.
It's spiritual. Hey.
Hey.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Stack your papers.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Yeah, I can't stack my papers.
Why not?
Apparently. Okay, so I got a Facebook comment. Actually, you got a Facebook comment from someone that said that Seth is stacking his papers.
How do you know I got that message?
Too many times. Because I stalk your Facebook account.
Psychopath.
Duh.
Oh no, I didn't see it. Did they write it on my wall?
I don't know. It was in a comment somewhere, probably in one of your posts. So yeah, they were saying that Seth stacks his papers too many times. I guess it's my nervous tick.
It's a nervous habit. We all have
If I
them.
had to, you know, because I have to like shuffle through these papers. I'm not an anchor. I don't know what to do with all these papers in front of me.
It's just a nervous habit.
Yeah, so that's so I don't know. And he told me that he was going to yell at me every time I did it. So I'm going to try not to. I think we need a little counter at the corner of the screen that says Seth's.
You know what? I love you and I want to help you too. I'm going to slap you every time you do it.
Right across the face.
Right across the face. And then if you do it again, I'll backhand.
No, like literally knock me out of my chair.
I will.
If I do that any more times.
I should have slapped you.
So for all of you
that
who are
so
offended
good.
by that, I am so sorry. I will.
We
hands
all,
off.
and you probably never even realized you did
No.
it, did you? That's
Well,
the thing.
you know,
I have stuff like that people point out, and I'm like, I don't do that.
Yeah, but then
I'm like,
I went back and I watched the first episode of me on this show, and I was like, oh my gosh, I probably did it 20 times.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just somewhere to put that nervous energy.
That's it.
It
yeah,
is.
It's just kind of like something you do. You just.
Yeah.
It's kind of like whenever like my first on-camera experience for meteorology. My nervous tick was like I would say certain words over and over again because it was like filler content.
It is, yeah. When you don't know what to say or
And
you
you
feel a
notice
little
that with
stuck.
a lot of new meteorologists who have to ad-lib, you know, and
Yeah.
something they're not used to, talk about a lot of stuff. They'll say the same word over and over and over again, and people will get like, hey, don't say that. Tracking way too many times.
Tracking. Wow. TV jokes.
Inside jokes.
Inside jokes. I'm trying to think, there was something I used to do that a viewer called me out on. People have just told me in general I fidget too much.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and I guess it is a nervous thing and I'm trying to be better about it. But it's like when but I think I just do that in general in my life. I'm a mover and a shaker. I
That
just
one, the
move
stacking the
around.
papers, and I noticed that I also lean a lot on the desk, but it's just so convenient to have this thing near me. So.
Well, we're a casual show. We're allowed to be cash.
posing.
There was a word I used to say. I want to say I used to say apparently a lot when I got stuck.
Yeah.
But I was never as cool as, remember the apparently kid, that little redheaded boy that went viral several years ago? And apparently, I would live to be as cool as that kid. But I used to say that a lot, and it was a filler word when I was nervous. I'd be like, yeah, and so apparently, I don't know. And I didn't even realize I said it.
That's fun.
But it happens. You're getting more and more comfortable,
Thank
though.
you. Yeah, I feel like I am. I feel like I'm doing well.
Yeah, but I will hit you, and I will not hold back.
Smack the crap out of me.
All right.
All right. We're also going to be talking about Discover Kentucky series. We're going to take you to Greenville Lake in Greenup County. Kentucky is going viral in a negative way over a picture that was posted on social media. This is not to do with Greenville Lake. This is a completely different thing.
Yes, so that's our first story that we're going to chat about today. Have you seen this photo? Yeah, it's gone viral and it's not good. Okay, U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC, is said to be furious after this picture of young men wearing Team Mitch, as in Mitch McConnell, shirts surfaced online showing them holding a cardboard cutout of her. The pic shows the group of men said to be in their 20s surrounding the cardboard cutout. One of the men is making a kissing gesture. The other one on the left, though, has his hand near her throat. The picture was taken on Saturday at Fancy Farm, the site of that annual St. Jerome Catholic Church picnic, which is a huge political stop for a lot of candidates. You know, Governor Bevan was there, Andy Beshear, Mitch McConnell as well. So, yeah, AOC has actually come out, and very upset over this.
Sure. I can imagine.
Yeah, it's just not good, guys. It's just not good.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right,
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. All right, a boy makes a call to 911 in Florida because he wanted to order some pizza. Officers took the opportunity to teach the child an important lesson. After arriving on the scene, officers met with the young boy and his older sister. She told them that they were fine and her brother had grabbed the phone without her knowing. Officers taught the boy about when it's appropriate to call 911, and then they personally delivered him a pizza. Isn't that sweet?
Have you never been in a bind where you're really hankering for some pizza? I connect with this child.
Yeah, but
I need it.
Was it right? I mean, it's
Don't
cute.
call 911,
It's
of course.
cute and it's viral. I get it, but at the same time, it's like this kid is going to grow up thinking, I got to call 911 for anything that I want.
No, I think he learned.
This
They
is the
taught him.
glorification. He's going to be like, all right, yep, I want some Star Wars action figures. Get on the horn, call up the officers, because guess who's going to bring them? Not the officers.
Not the officers, no. An 11-year-old boy known as the Donut Boy has been traveling the country giving out free donuts to police officers. Tyler Karach started the project over a year ago at a bakery in Florida when he used his own money to buy donuts for a group of deputies. Since then, he's taken that kind gesture across the entire country. His website says he's helped to give away more than 51,000 donuts.
Wow.
He uses every school break and nearly his entire summer vacation to fulfill his goal. He made a stop in Louisville back in 2018, and then last summer Tyler hit the $65,000 donut mark and had hit 31 states. By January, he'd served over 75,000 donuts in 41 states.
Wow.
So by now he's either done or close to it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love this. This is so great. We've seen other stories like this of other kids that, they had one great interaction with a police officer and then they wanted to say thank you to all of them. And I just think this is
I just
great.
love that police are embracing that stereotype that they love donuts. Like, remember Lexington Police Department, whenever the Krispy Kreme donut truck got caught on fire or whatever, and they were like, oh, I'm so upset about it. That was funny.
That was funny. Donuts. Where's your favorite donut locally?
Locally, I would have to say North Line.
Same.
Absolutely.
Although I love Spalding. Oh, it's hard to choose.
I know, but I've never had Spalding's.
I like Spalding's. I
yet.
love McGee's donuts. Have you been to McGee's?
I have not. What are they like?
I like them when they're pretty cakey. Like I love a cake donut as opposed to the really light and airy ones. And they're cakey and they have like a maple one and it has like this icing.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Whatever it is
like
is
dipped in your
delicious.
coffee.
Love donuts. All right, a man living in Spokane, Washington has a skunk problem for quite a while near his home. He decided to have some fun, set up a kissing booth with a camera. This might be Pepe Le Pew Jr.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
skunk goes for the kiss several times, however, he never pays.
Unbelievable.
How dare he?
No decorum in this
What is
skunk
wrong
community.
with you?
Whoa, really getting in there.
Oh my gosh, slow down.
Girl, I feel a connection,
Whoa,
don't you?
bite, a little nibble on the cheek there. Oh.
Look, this is so
Somebody
ridiculous.
get
This
some
is so
music
stupid. I think it's hilarious though, but we just watched a clip of a skunk kissing a stuffed animal for 45 seconds.
Wow.
What's happened to the world?
We've hit a new low on this show.
It's very dark. Okay, after a New Jersey woman swiped a bottle of Heinz ketchup from a Perkins restaurant and bakery, she returned to the business with 2 new bottles. Look at this. Including a note apologizing for her theft. The woman wrote, ever since she left with the ketchup, she had a string of bad luck, including getting in a car wreck. She said she thought taking one of the ketchup bottles off the table would be risky, saying she's, quote, as square as they come. The woman wrote she hoped by bringing in 2 new bottles she can stop carrying around guilt and I guess all this bad karma. The thief's note, receipt, and 2 bottles of ketchup are now displayed in the eatery. This is good. Oh, she signed it from an awful person. Honey, you are not an awful person. We all make mistakes, but growing from those mistakes is what it's all about. You paid up and then some. And wrote a nice
An
note.
awful person would go back and take the mustard as well. I mean,
Exactly. Would never apologize, would never feel bad.
No, and then you returned another one. Like you bought one and returned it.
Yeah.
You are a wonderful person.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're fine.
All right, actress Denise Richards is thanking fans of The Real Housewives Beverly Hills for spotting her enlarged thyroid on a recent reunion show. Posted on Instagram to fans, quote, "You were right. It was something I ignored until you pointed it out." End quote. Richards decided to eliminate gluten from her diet, told viewers on Instagram Monday her health has improved.
This is cool. You know, there's been a lot of stories like this. There's that guy on HGTV that he was diagnosed with cancer what is his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, from a viewer that watched him on the show and said, hey, I'm a nurse or I'm a doctor, one of those, please get this checked out. Turns out he had cancer. And then that's happened in other scenarios because, if it looks swollen and stuff in certain ways, so this one, good. I'm glad she doesn't have cancer, but if she did have some sort of issue, and maybe it was the gluten.
I don't pay enough attention to that. Like whenever I'm watching TV or somebody on TV, I'm just focused on what they're saying.
Right.
I'm not really looking at their neck and trying to figure out if it's enlarged or anything like that. But
I'm just busy counting how many times you do this, so I also never.
And now I can't wait for the slap that I'm about to get. For that one.
Just kidding. It's fine.
I try my best.
Okay, do we have time for one more?
I think we do.
Okay. A Connecticut bus driver has been charged after locking a passenger in the luggage compartment. State police say Wendy Alberti was riding the bus as a passenger. She locked the woman in the compartment when the woman was trying to get something from her bag. The passenger dialed 911 as the bus was traveling down the interstate to Boston. Alberti faces charges including unlawful restraint, reckless endangerment, and breach of peace.
What? Why?
Look, she's even like, whatever, prove it. I love when people smoke shots. Look like, prove it. I don't care.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like, you don't have anything on me.
Eesh, not good, not good. Okay, it is time for today's Discover Kentucky segment where we highlight great places across the Commonwealth that we think you should visit this summer. Today we take you to Greenville Lake over in Greenup County.
That's right. The park covers more than 3,000 acres with countless activities for you to take part in. There are dozens of scenic trails, biking and hiking. You can stay the night at Fieldstone Lodge and grab some grub at Angler's Cove Restaurant. And if you like spending time on the lake, they've got you covered there too.
Greenville is known for its fishing, and the Greenville Lake is over 225 acres and is excellent for fishing and boating. There's a marina where you can rent pontoon boats, kayaks, and canoes. There's also a scuba refuge, so if you like seeing a lake a little bit of a different way, that's a great way to experience Greenville Lake State Park. Now, Greenville Lake also has 25 miles of hiking trails, so if you like that outdoor adventure, it's a fantastic place to check out.
Sounds like my own personal paradise. You can also catch a show at their amphitheater. On September 14th, they have the Bluegrass Festival, and September 20th, the annual Jesse Stewart Weekend. And be sure to check out this massive swimming pool. It's a huge hit with the tourists.
Oh my gosh!
Look at the slide.
I'd be going down that slide.
I would be
times.
pushing kids out of the way to go.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry.
Kids, get out of there. Seth's here. Okay, again, we're going to be featuring a different spot in the state every day this week as we continue to discover Kentucky. And then on Friday, we're going to be bringing you our entire show live from Moorhead.
That's right.
Okay, stay with us. Coming up, we're making a classic cocktail, but with a unique twist.
That's right. Our favorite bartender from Lexington's Bell's Cocktail House joins us up next. We'll be right back.